Money can't buy taste.
People always were fascinated by brands.
I think opulence today is still very much a curated experience.
Luxury goes back to customization and quality over quantity.
For me personally, it's about the emotions.
Designing something without a supply chain, I think, is a story told but not turned into a space. If you go down 10, 20 years back, the cost of the FF&E in terms of the overall cost, the percentage of that was probably maybe 10%, 5%. It was the last thing that's being usually spent. I think it starts with the end now, and it can reach up to maybe 30, 35, maybe 50% sometimes, depending on the project and client.
Although luxury can mean different things to different clients, different people, I feel like it goes back to the idea of customization, making a client feel comfortable and confident in the designer, where they know that what they have, they're not going to see on Pinterest or at their friend's house, or, you know, like going on a vacation in Italy and then finding, oh, like I have that same wall paneling at my house, for example. I also believe it's quality over quantity. So again, picking the right items for the client based on their specific needs, their lifestyle, their hobbies, interests, families.
I think you can't really just throw money at a problem and try and find a solution. Luxury in itself is much like asking what is your favorite song or what's your favorite food. I feel that luxury is very personal. It's an extremely personal business that we're in, and I think that touching on those personalities and what I see as luxury may not necessarily be luxury to you. So I think a lot of the ethos and a lot of the sort of grounds that we stand on are trying to find out what that is from the client's side, and really relating that to the soul of the individual, the look and the feeling of an individual, and how we can relate that into a space.
Overall, there should be a balance. It should not be something that, as unfortunately maybe some of the trends that we've seen in luxury, especially in this region, is there's a mishmash of too many things that's going on. But to create a cohesive, luxurious feel, there should be a right balance of, say, materials, colors, brands utilized in the spaces.
Say 25 years ago, and this is when I came to this country, and then the Bourgeois was created, and this was all Versace gold, and literally the penthouses were in Versace's pink, gold and yellow. The trends have really evolved over all these years. It became very much like neutral palettes. During COVID, it was like lots of different shades of gray, and that's also what you always see on Instagram and Pinterest. Now it's still a little bit in the neutral areas and palette schemes, but what I really love about that is actually that animal prints have become much more like a neutral element in a natural scheme. So instead of only having neutrals like beiges and browns and creams, now I can use a nice bold print like a leopard print, and it becomes a total neutral. It actually blends in beautifully with the whole cohesive color scheme of an interior.
And especially with the easy access nowadays compared to maybe earlier days where it was limited to designers who had that access. Everybody has that free hand.
Most of our luxury clients are usually, first generation wealth creators, right? They're aspirational, they're bold, they have their dreams that are now actually becoming reality. So we're seeing this massive trend in everything becoming bespoke. Clients talking about personality, homes kind of defining that.
The purchasing power of the new generations has increased drastically because of the existing economical system, which creates more wealth from the existing wealthy people. Some clients, they are more experienced than average designers. So this is also something, I think, pushing that FF&E to higher percentage of the total construction, design and build industry.